Good afternoon. This is Mark Harrison of Sewer Line Check Professionals. I'm here at 807 North Mansfield Avenue in Hollywood. And I am preparing to perform a video examination of the main sewer line here on the property. Now, the main sewer line is the portion of the waste drainage piping that is exterior to the structures. It lies underground and connects the building drain line systems to the public sewer. The building drain line systems then are the portions of the waste drainage piping that would be underneath or interior to the structures. Our examination today is not focused on the building drain line systems, so if further evaluation is desired regarding those building drain line systems, a licensed plumbing contractor should be contacted, or a specialty building drain line video examination can be sent to our office. So I wasn't able to locate the exposed or accessible main sewer line cleanouts just by walking around the property. So what I decided to do was to remove the toilet here in the guest house bathroom, and my thinking behind that was if I could get in here I may have one line to push through all the way out to the public sewer, which does actually happen to be the case, which is nice. I did find another clean out once I got the camera into the system and tracked and located where the main house ties into the line, and I was able to lift up a paving stone there along the right side of the house, and there was the clean out access. But there isn't one for the guest house, so I'll mark out an area and recommend one be installed here just over on the right side, kind of in the barbecue area. I'll take a photograph of where that is. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and drop in and push through a few feet of pipe here to actually make a couple turns and get outside the structure right here. And typically what we're looking for now would be an opening at the top of the pipe that would indicate that clean out. And as you can see, it was omitted. So we're pushing through a modern ABS plastic piping. So this is upgraded pipe here, or a newer system. Now these modern plastic pipe materials, they are expected to have a long service life. They have a very smooth or slick inner surface, which allows for very high washout capabilities. In other words, they don't have a tendency to collect debris and have a high potential for blockages. And then these plastic pipes are also intended to be impervious to root intrusions. Alright, so we've run across the backyard and made a turn here now to run up along the right side of the property, running past the pool and then up along the right side of the structure. And then shortly up here we are going to see that main drain for the main house dropping in. We've flushed the system out here with quite a bit of water to get an idea of how it was draining. Originally we had some areas that were holding water, and I was concerned about these bellies. But now it's kind of flushed a little bit of debris out there, and they're not as significant. Here we're coming up on an area where camera's just going to drop underwater. And we're up to about 2 inches here. So this pipe's almost half full through this short section. Now, this is a little bit excessive. Minor bellies in those plastic pipes we're not so concerned about, but that much water, there is a higher potential that this line could collect debris and have a blockage. The minimum slope requirement for a main sewer pipe is 1/4 inch of fall per foot of pipe run. So basically, what looks like occurred is maybe they installed this line kind of improperly, starting here at the guest house and just trying to keep the slope instead of starting at the lower end and working it backwards. So they had to come back uphill a bit here. The correct thing to do would be to reslope this area. Alright, that was the tie-in for the main house that we have going now. That was where our cleanout was. The other minor belly I saw was in this section coming up. And again, it's going to look a little worse with the water running. If that water were off, it's only about a 1/2 inch of water or so. And that's within the parameters of not very uncommon, not likely to cause a problem. Alright, coming out towards the front of the property now, we're starting to make a drop downwards and kind of wrap over towards the right front corner of the property. We definitely had plenty of depth out here to get the slope proper. And we're coming back up, or not up, but up to the original clay piping now, probably somewhere around the sidewalk. A little section there as well that's got a little water. And now we're dropping into our 6-inch vitrified clay piping that's going to continue us out to the public sewer. Now these clay pipe materials were also expected to have a long service life. Being a natural material, they aren't expected to deteriorate underground, but they are more brittle in nature and do have a higher potential for damage during seismic activity and earthquakes. So we're specifically looking for any areas that would be significantly cracked or broken, significant offsets or separations at these pipe section connections. There's some offsetting separation at this next joint here, but it doesn't look like to be a compromise to the pipe. More than likely that's how those pipes went together when they were installed. And then right here, 175 feet from where we dropped in at the toilet, looking down into the public sewer. So with the clean out over on the right side of the house exposed, I would only recommend that one be provided here for the guest house. The one belly in particular there just before the main house ties in is significant enough to dictate a repair recommendation, though it may not be a noticeable situation. It may not cause backups due to the plastic pipe's nature to wash out debris. So it's really one of those, and I'll leave it up to you on what you decide to do. Looks like there's about 10 to 12 feet of pipe that would need to be resloped there, and it's about 3 to 4 feet deep. Alright, so at this point I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the video portion of the examination for today. Please do refer to my written report for our final findings and recommendations, including maintenance recommendations. Now, we do recommend that all main sewer lines be examined after any significant seismic activity, and that main sewer lines should be examined annually to monitor for changing conditions in the system. This is Mark Harrison with Sewer Line Check Professionals. Thank you very much, and have a pleasant day.